Hello class. Welcome to Lesson 5, Unit 1, where we are still dealing with comparing numbers and writing numbers down. But today we're going to look at comparing numbers using greater than, less than, or equal to. All something I think you're pretty well versed in, but now we're looking at bigger numbers than you've probably dealt with compared to the past. So I'm going to start off with a refresher here. And here we have, you can see it says Math Lesson 5 and your I can statement. I can compare numbers based on the meanings of the digits using greater than, less than, or equal to record the comparison. And let's look at, let me pull this up here, drawing. Let's look at our tools here, guys. We have this symbol, which is greater than, right? Or less than, sorry. So I have 3 is less than 4. The number on the left side is always going to be the one that the symbol points at, the less than, greater than, equal to sign. So, sorry, I wanted to redraw that 3. So 3 is less than 4. However, if it was reversed, let's try that again. If 4 was on my left side and 3 was over here, 4 is greater than 3. Now I've seen people do the, alligator teeth, rom, 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 right? Or Pac-Man's eating the number that way. Or alligator's always eating the bigger number no matter where it's at. And that's fine with me, guys. If you want to do that, if that helps you, that's fine. And then we have the last one, 4 and 4. 4 is equal to 4, right? So you have your signs. You have greater than, less than, or equal to. Remember, the open end of the sign, the open end will always point at the bigger number, no matter if it's on this side or this side. The open end always points to the bigger number. So we're going to take a look at some examples here, and we're going to start off by looking at numbers that are on the, just in the thousands. So the number on my left side here is 3,010, and the number on the right side of this circle is 2,040. In the circle here, I'm going to put my symbol. Which way is the open end facing? Is it facing towards 3,010 or 2,040? Well, what number's bigger? We have 4 digits in each number. We're in the thousands, 3010, 2040. So I can easily look at the first number here and realize that 3 is greater than 2. So therefore, my symbol, my greater than symbol, is going to go that way. 3,010 is greater than 2,040. We can see that based on the thousands. Now, as we go forward with this, we need to look and see, how much bigger these numbers get, and we're going to have the same number in some place values, so we have to look at the different place values to determine what number is bigger. For instance, look at this number, 43,021. Oops, I'll get a white color white here. 43,021 and 45,302. Well, I can see that I have a 4 in my 10,000 spot, so I can't tell. Are those equal? No, those are not equal. Because if I look at the thousands spot right next to it, I've got a 3 there and a 5 there. What is the greater number, 3 or 5? Well, hopefully as you're following along, you said 5, because 5 is more than 3. So because of that, 45,302 is greater than 43,021. Once again, guys, we're looking at the different place value spots. This was 43,000. This was 45,000. 45 is bigger than 43. Even though you had a 4 in both the 10,000 spots, so you had to move one spot over to the right to see what the bigger number was. And now we're going to look at a different example. We're going to look at 3 different numbers, and each number will require us to look over into the hundreds section, or the hundreds spot on our place value chart, to determine which number is bigger. What do you notice about all 3 of these numbers? Well, you just take a quick look. What do they all have? Well, let's say them all together. This first number is 32,434. The second number is 32,644. And the third number is 32,534. What do we notice about all 3 of these numbers? Right, they've all have a 3 in the 10,000 spot. Okay, so I'm going to look in the 1,000 spot. Mr. Royans, that'll tell me, psych, because we have a 2 in all of the 1,000 spots of these 3 numbers. Oh boy. So I just keep going over and look for the bigger number. Well, I've got a 4 here, a 6 here, and a 5 here. Well, what's bigger? What's the biggest of those 3? 6. So 32,644 is greater than 32,534 is greater than 32,434. And I'm writing 1, 2, 3 over here to show the number signify which number is greatest to least. So we just had to keep looking through the place value chart. All 3 of these numbers had 3 in the 10,000 spot. All 3 had 2s in the 1,000 spot. So we had to go to the 100 spot to find our next value that help us determine which number was the biggest of the 3. And finally, our last slide here is looking at a number written in expanded form versus looking at a number in standard form. Now, I'm going to give you a couple ways to solve this problem, guys. First and foremost, you just look at this and you go, how do I say that number compared to that? Well, let's look at the number on the right. 735,008 is how you say that number. How do I say this number on the left? You can add it up. 700,000 plus 30,000 plus 20 plus 8. So that's 730,028. Now you can add them up. If you want to make your lives easier and add, you can go boom, 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 and boom. Add those together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 0 is 2. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. And 7. 730,028. Oops. And I can do math, I promise. And, well, which number's greater, guys? What do you think? They both have 7 in the 100,000 spot. They both have 3 in the 10,000 spot. Oh, but this number has what in the 1,000 spot? A 5. What's in the 1,000 spot there? A 0. Is 5 greater than 0? Absolutely. So hopefully what you should be able to do is either add those up and get the right number, or you can just go, well, I'm actually going to do this. Or one technique you can do is you could just look at this number and go, well, there's 100,000, there's 10,000, but there's nothing in the 1,000 spot. And you look at this number and you see that it does have a number in the 1,000 spot. So since there's a 0 in the 1,000 spot here, that would make this number automatically greater than that. Or you can just do like I had done and add it up and then compare the numbers based on the place value chart. Whatever is easiest for you guys, you just need to understand that if you have the same number, let's go back to this one. If you have the same number in the same spots, you're just moving one spot over and seeing what number is greater. So 4 and 4, well, those are equal. Let's look at the next number. 3 and 5. 3 is less than 5, so 5 is greater. Same thing we did here, remember? Oopsie. I didn't think it would delete all that. No, I'm not going to rewrite all that. But the same thing here. We looked at the 10,000 spot, and they were all 3s. So we had to move over to the 1,000 spot. Oh, all 2s. Then we had to move over to the 100 spot of each number, and then we figured out that the 6 was greater than the 4 or the 5. So that made this middle number, 32,644, the biggest number of all 3. Okay, you're going to apply these skills to our the attached work.